Welcome back to consecutive day 649 of the Runpreneur, of a diary of a Runpreneur. And please remember that this vlog is part of the Runpreneur Challenge, which is my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultramarathon. So find out more about the challenge and how you can support it, check the links in the comments below. But please do subscribe to the channel, as any ad revenue we manage to generate will be donated to the charities in full. And if you'd be so kind to give this a share, the more people we can get in front of, the more money we raise. Thanks for your support, and let's get started. So, consecutive day 649 of a diary of a Runpreneur. So we are fast approaching 650 days, which is not a little milestone. Every 50 is a bit of a milestone, to be fair. Well, to be fair, every 10, every 25, every 50, every 75, every 100 is a milestone, as you have to break this epic journey down into small chunks. And you know, it's 5 days on now from the Cambridge Half Marathon. Legs are pretty much back to normal. Well, to be honest, they weren't too bad straight after. I'm so conditioned to running every day. I was a little bit slower than normal this week because I'm just trying to nurse myself back into running form, which is good. And yeah, so fitness wise, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm thinking about the next challenge to fixate myself on. I can't get out of my head at the moment the concept of possibly trying to get a PB for my 5k. My current PB for the 5k is 19 minutes and 31 seconds. So there is a series of 5k events coming up that my running club is part of. There's about 5 events on each month through the summer months, I think starting in April. And they're all relatively fast 5Ks, and each running club, I think there's maybe 5 or 6 that compete in it against one another. So which is all good inter-club rivalry. So it's a really good opportunity to kind of try and piggyback some quicker runners and try and drag myself around for a PB. So my plan would be, it normally ends with the fastest track, which is an airfield out in Saffron Walden. That's where I got my PB before. So the plan would be to possibly do a sub 20 in one of the events prior to that, keep doing the interval training through the summer to keep my speed work up, and have a blast at sub 19 would be the plan, or sub 19:30. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking I'd love to get below 19, but that is some going. So watch this space. But I think that will be my next challenge. I'm kind of a bit fed up of fancy dress and all that side of things. I will get back into that at some point in the future, but at the moment, whilst I'm in pretty good shape, I might as well have a bash at some other PBs as well. So that's what the thought process is. So from an entrepreneurial journey perspective, we've had more sales come in. I think we've had 3 in this week. I think maybe 3, maybe 4, which would be a record week for the brokering business. So the business where we have a supply of rent-to-rent deals that we sell on for a fee to our pool of investors and take a fee. Yeah, we've got, I think 4 maybe sold this week, which is a record week, which is super cool. So that model is looking really good, and I'm really excited about what the future holds for that. I've said before, my property business is at 100% occupancy for the first time in many years. We've still got a number of cash flow voids, which are sitting tenants that are not yet in payment, but these are generally because of processing aspects of their universal credit. So fingers crossed that will all drop in towards the end of the month, which will be very nice indeed. And the pipeline of our properties that we lease ourselves, and that we've got on rent-to-rent contracts that we lease to social housing providers. We've got, I think, 8 left to get through, which we're working really hard to do. Hopefully the next 2 weeks they'll all be, or certainly by the end of the month they'll all be boxed off. So things are pretty exciting times from an entrepreneurial perspective. A long way to go, but if we finish this month well, we'll end the financial year in a really strong way, and it'll be a really good setup for the new financial year. Personal perspective, we've had an army of builders around the house today. hammering through the outstanding list, which is really cool. House is really coming on. Decorating should start in the next week or two as well. So the house is really coming on, and yeah, I'm super proud of the house because it's been a long time coming. I was supposed to do this 7 or 8 years ago, but my ex-business partner, we had a separation. I've talked about it a little bit, but yeah, basically I got royally stabbed in the back, and I've only recently, I still haven't fully recovered financially from it. I'm still working hard to do so, but it feels all the sweeter seeing the house as it is today, having been through what I've been through. So yeah, I think the moral to the story is even when times are tough, you know, hang on in there. I'm still not out of the chaotic world yet, but yeah, just believe, have faith, focus on what you're trying to do, control what you can, don't worry what others can, and keep moving forwards, and I think you will eventually get there. So that's pretty much it for me today. As always, please remember that the Diary of a Runpreneur, or this vlog, is part of the Runpreneur Challenge, which is my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon. Find out more about the challenge, how you can support it, check the links in the comments below. Please do subscribe to the channel, as any ad revenue will be donated to the children's charities in full. And if you'd be so kind to give this a share, the more people we can get in front of, the more money we raise. Thank you for your support as always. Stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you again tomorrow.